Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. There's Marley. Max is off eating. Bonbon is around here someplace. So is Bear. Alrighty. So last night we tried to get her to run. So she didn't run. So I watched a bunch of videos on how to test out the startup capacitor, and apparently that's a run capacitor, and I have a fluke. And neither one of them passed the tests at all. It was it wasn't good. I haven't tested out the motor, but once I figured out that the two capacitors weren't working, I looked it up. And this one's $52 and this one's $32. So we're at 84 bucks. So then I started looking at trying to find compressors and motors and looking at used compressors. And I did find a used compressor in town, 60 gallon. He's upgrading. It's supposed to run. Looks beat up really bad. He wants 500 bucks for it. So, then I got to looking into motors. I'm not sure if that's a 5 or 6 horsepower motor, but 5 horsepower motor looks exactly like that. I can get that for $134. $135. It's 134 bucks plus change. The parts to fix the compressor in my cart is $70 and something, so 71 bucks. So if it's 84 bucks just to get capacitors on there, it really isn't worth it. When the whole damn if the motor ends up being bad, I gotta buy a whole motor anyways, so yeah, I thought about seeing about getting a compressor that went sideways with the pulley system, but then I'd have to build a whole new rack on top of the frickin' compressor. A used compressor is 500 bucks. I could put a new compressor on there and fix the compressor side, or new motor on there and fix the compressor side for 200 bucks. And it'd probably outlast me. I know airless compressors are a lot noisier and shake a lot more, but I made that shed pretty freaking stout, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Order a new motor, get the parts to do the compressor, and get some really big leg bolts to bolt that thing down into the bracing that I have in the floor for it. I mean, the drain system I want to work, I'd have to pay for that extra anyways. And on the hose side, the ball valve and the dryer, I'd have to pay for that anyways, so it's not saving me any money. So if I can fix her for 200 bucks, she's in pretty good shape. That tank is. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the parts for the compressor to fix it and get a new motor. Then I don't have to worry about any of this. And I started cleaning the bench off. And putting the heater back on the ground. There's my hose that goes in the can. I think I can cut it out and move it down a little bit more. I haven't evicted the spider that lives in the chop saw yet. But I need to blow all that stuff off. But I got a bunch of dirt cleaned up. Got that back down kind of where it goes. I think I can move it over a little bit. I've been thinking about the door to the garage. I gotta measure the bug. At work, they have 3 garage door panels. I don't know if that's wide enough. A panel is 2 foot, so that'd only be 6 foot wide. So I have to measure the bug. Otherwise, I have 2 sheets of, well, 2.5 sheets. If I want to make a freaking door to go across there. So, let me keep working and see where I come up tonight. Alrighty. I almost had the bench cleaned off. I got the heater about where it's going to be. And then the fuel tank behind it. I'll take the fuel tank to work and rinse it all off. And there's a pressure washer at work. Fill it up with freaking fuel. And then top off the freaking heater. And that get me started. I almost got the table cleared off. These boards are getting cut. And they're going to go across from that bar to that bar. So I have a place to store all my new parts. Yeah, I got a lot of cleaning to do. My leg is telling me that I have to get it done sooner than later because something's coming in. So, I need to get the top off that compressor because then the rest of it can go down to the shed. And when the new parts come up, I can put them on out in the shed. I'll have to rig up some lighting, but yeah, I gotta get the top off that compressor so I can get that out of here. So give me a second. Alright. I pulled the pipe out that went across. I pulled the wiring out. That one's not interfering with anything. So yeah, I pulled all the wiring out. That one you just push in the tabs and you can pull it right outside. So yeah. So there was 2 bolts. It had these little clips on it. The bolts went in there, and these are rubber pads. So once you got the bolts and pads out, it picks right up. And the backside is just hooked on. So yeah, that whole thing comes right off. It comes apart pretty easy. Give me a second. Alright guys, she's off. I plugged the only hole that was in the top. That valve is shut. Alright, tank has to go down in the shed. That has to be fixed. And there's the rest of the parts. I don't know guys, this is a starting over. I don't know how else to put it. I built this thing from scraps and I'm just trying to be able to work on the bug. So, she's a work in progress. And she needs a lot of work, but we're sitting a whole lot better than we were last fall at this time. So, I'll keep working on her, and hopefully in a year from now, I got a whole lot better place to work on shit. So, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.